So a lot of things have been going on in my life lately. Trying to reach out to parole to get secure housing to make sure I'm safe to even try to go look for a job or anything like that. I believe I found out who shot up my car now. You feel me? I'm gonna let God deal with it though. I'm not even gonna look for retaliation because that's not who I am today. Don't get it twisted. We all got our old ways in us, but I'm trying to really transform, trying to renew my mind. It's hard. Sometimes I don't know which Bible or which scripture I should start reading. When I was in prison, I did pick up a Bible. I read it from front to back a lot of times. I even live by that word too. But out here getting released, things is hard. Things put a lot of pressure on people that they never foreseen before. I'm so used to 3 hots in a cot. Sometimes being out here, it's days I don't eat 3-4 days in a row. And it does play a major role in mental health. But I'm blessed that I'm not on drugs. I'm blessed that I don't drink. I'm blessed that I got excellent health. It could always be worse. Somebody always worse than you. My thing is, if I reach out, I want to reach out for help to get me secure housing, where I'm safe and I could travel to work and be a great citizen re-entering society, I don't go out to clubs. I don't go out because, you do a lot of time in prison. You're not outside places. You're in the yard. Maybe you get a little walk through the yard or whatever. I used to drive the tractor around my prison too. But just all in all, like, some people make it seem like you're weak, you're not strong-minded, you're nobody, you're pathetic because you reach out for help. And to me, I reach out to help because I really want to learn things. Like, I want to go out, preach the message to people about why is it cool to not gangbang? Why is it cool to stay out of prison? Why is it not cool to be in prison? Why is it not cool to be a gangster? Somebody that has a lot of rank, that used to be a gang member. And honestly speaking, like, I'm so ahead of the negativity. I'm done. I don't got a single bone in my body that got the negativity anymore. I'm giving God my problems. And it is a little difficult as well because it's like people will try you. And it's not that. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it might look like I'm outnumbered, I'm outstacked. But I'm letting you know right now, God is so good. Like, I play chess for real. I really do. Like, this is that. I really play chess. Y'all think y'all play chess? I play chess. But this is just a message, honestly speaking. I'm not here to get on here and throw subs. I'm not in here to prove facts or nothing like that. I'm just letting you know, if I reach out to you and you're in a position and you can help me, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we men. You know what I'm saying? Nobody probably did it for you when you came out, or whatever you've been through, or whatever you ever went through, but me, I'm asking for help. I'm not too proud. I'm not dealing with folliness. I'm not dealing with feeling like, oh, like obligated. You're not obligated to help me. But me being on parole, you're obligated to help me. And just lawfully, legally, and morally, just like, why wouldn't you want to help somebody that's asking for help the right way? I'm not on drugs. I don't do drugs. I lost a lot of weight, not eating correctly, going through a lot of stress. I've been in the house since March. My car got shot up in March. It's a lot going on, like, and just to ask someone for help, that takes a lot. And I don't think people respect that, I've always been a guy trying to figure it out for myself. So when I am opening up and I am just risking it all, putting myself out there, it is kind of discouraging to feel ignored, to feel neglected, to feel like nobody gives a F. Jesus was visiting people in prison back in the day. A lot of people that was killing Christians back in the day, you know what happened? God used them for the greater good, actually. He started having them go around preach the word, and it had a lot of people scared, like, oh, he's really preaching the word. He's preaching the word. Like, nah, he's playing. Like, he's playing. Like, nah, like, anybody could be transformed. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could be renewed. Anybody could have a relationship with God if they call on him, if they really believe, you know, and have faith. I've been baptized when I was in a halfway house in about 2022, and I love it, you know. I'm not the perfect guy, you know, but I strive to be. You know, my honesty is through the roof, and honestly, I deal with a lot of honor. I don't play games. You could try to play with somebody's reputation or anything you want. I'm a man of honor, and I'm gonna always stand on my 10, regardless to what. I don't care if I'm outnumbered or anything. I know God got me. I know this earth thing, this physical, this isn't forever, you know. And I don't believe that, oh, I'm just going right to heaven. I believe when you pass away, being that everything hasn't come to pass yet, I'll be sleeping or whatever, but when it happens, he's gonna call his saints up from the grave, and then the rapture and everything else. So with me, it's just, I'm trusting God in anything I do, anything I touch, anything I say. I got the power to be genuine. I got the power to uplift. I got the power to encourage. I got the power to water somebody's flower, to blossom them, to allow them to grow. I also have the power to try to stomp their light out, to try to dim it, to try to speak negative over people, to just not be of assistance to people. But that's not what God called us to be, you know. I just try to get it through people's heads, you know, family members. Sometimes it is real discouraging because it's like, yo, why don't you see the goodness, the vision that God got for you, and let alone that somebody like your family member have for you? You could be doing X, Y, Z to get to the next level the correct way. You don't have to fall victim or submissive to a device that you know isn't helping you, isn't healthy for you. You know, I say I'm not smoking, I'm not smoking. I say I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking. I don't care what it is. There's no pressure, there's no peer pressure, nothing like that. But that's just who I am, you know. I'm gonna stand on my word. I need to really start getting into the word, because I know the word. You know, I've been to church my whole life, you know. Just because I've been to church, that doesn't mean anything, I know. But my relationship with God, that's what it means to me. Like, with my relationship to God, nobody will ever know, you know. Nobody will ever think, oh, Fetty or Joe, he actually has this great relationship with God. People would think, oh, he's faking, he's frauding. But honestly, no, I'm being myself, and I talk to God being honest. I'm not praying these long prayers. I'm not just humming and just chanting the same prayers over and over. No, I talk to God because we got our relationship. You know, hey God, you know what? Forgive me for my sins. Hey God, forgive this person for hurting me. Allow me to have a heart that's healing. You know, allow me to have a heart that's full of forgiveness. Sorry if I got hair on me too. I just cut my hair and stuff like that. I got to get it right. I got parole to go to on June 4th. I don't know what's about to happen. I just know I got a clean urine. I know I don't do no drugs at all. I know I've been free for 16 months. May 12th is going to make 16 months I've been home. And also, I just know, like, I ain't do no crimes. I ain't commit no crimes or nothing. So it's a blessing, you feel me? Like, to just go in there this confident, you know. I know things could probably go a different way, you know. I'm expecting it to go a different way, honestly. Bringing up concerns and stuff like that, you know, it rattles people's cages. They don't like it. But honestly, I could only be myself. I could really only be myself, you know. I could only be honest. I'm seeking help, so that's all I want is some help. God is always good. God is really great. I pray that whoever's going through any tough times in their life, I pray that you just give it to God. I pray if you got a device or anything that you struggle with, I pray that you're able to trust God and to speak to God like you speaking to your family member, like you speaking to somebody that really matters to you. And you just trust him to have that little bit of faith. And that little bit of faith would change in so much ways. I'm telling you, man, it'll change your life in so much ways. He can move mountains. He can move trucks. He can move people. You know, God, that's one thing. God ain't gonna play about you. The same people that's plotting your demise, they don't know that they already been plotted on. You get what I'm saying? Some people out here really doing their homework and they not playing neither. You get what I'm saying? So with that note, you know, with that message being said, don't play with God's children. Don't play with people at all. You know, bless people if you can. If you can't help somebody, let them know you can't help them. Don't ignore them, because you never know. Just somebody reaching out, it could save a life. You know, it does a lot for people's mental health. Like me, I sit in my house all day just on ChatGPT, asking questions, trying to learn different things, trying to better myself. You know why? Because people around me, they reach their maximum level of basically of understanding, of patience, of wanting to talk. So it's like, imagine coming home after doing all these years. I don't have too many friends, you know what I'm saying? I got family that I care about and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I gotta learn things through me. I gotta learn things through scrolling, you know what I'm saying? I gotta learn things through ChatGPT. And I love learning things. It's not a problem with learning things. You know, you could call me a nerd, you could call me an ex